Brothers in arms, and those who would be, won't you gather near and hear a tale of old, nestled in the mountains of Armazli, whose high peaks decorate our beautiful lands, and Arnazni legend tells of its creation. Those great stone rises, better than any wall to stem the tide of the hordes which come to threaten our lands, were constructed by our ancestors. Men possessed of great magical power and skill, gods, no doubt. But as time went on, our great people, for the sins of softness and contentedness, lost this power. That was until the gods sent 3 brothers, Arnaz, Azot, and Zaldin, to our aid. Like visions of old those 3 were, their power as a living flame of frustration made reality from the sloth of our people's ways. Together they pledged to form a new mountain, a new era for our people. Arnaz, the eldest and wisest of the 3, used his strength and, some say, alongside 10 titanic stone warriors, conquered and united the peoples of this land. Thus, he was crowned High King, his giants ever at his side, a constant reminder of his strength and prowess. But cruel Azot, jealous of his brother's success, gathered an army in the east as the west was won, and with his disgusting forces slew his kin and claimed the crown as his own. But the stone men knew the truth, for they did not kneel to this kinslayer, and for this they were cursed, never to walk upon this earth again, save for the time Arnaz himself returns to strike down our enemies once and for all, or so some say. But for me, brave men, this seems a foolish dream, for we cannot depend on the dead to aid us in living wars. I know some among our kind have preached that Azot was right for his treachery, that Arnaz spoke double truths and was himself a being most foul. Lies! Serpents prattling these fools must have held. May we wipe the blood of their ignorance from our blades, for they think not of the ways of war, only of power and how to gain it. They knew of no pride or glory, and talked just like the forked-tongued fools in the West, and look where it got them. See how it destroyed them. See how they now destroy themselves. The ravages the fog does to us because of their foolishness. What good comes from those who talk and scheme? Let our deeds be the ones done in the open. Let it be remembered that the dream of Azot's return is nothing more than a cry for salvation that will never come, for we know the truth of it. That with Arnaz's dying words, a curse he did place upon Azot and the peoples of Arnazni, that their magic would diminish further than ever it had before, and that one day, the son of Arnaz, the great Parnaz himself, would rise to kill Azot, to return the kingship to its rightful place and usher in the future of our arrival. Some years passed, and young Parnaz, with the aid of his father's brother Zaldin, grew into manhood, as fierce a warrior and godlike man as Arnaz was before him. With his Krielentil warriors and uncle by his side, Parnaz began his war of vengeance until at last the weak Azot met with him in single combat. And like those cowards who worshipped him, his cowardice was laid bare when Parnaz the Great cut him from shoulder to navel, and he fell, choking on his own bile. There, Parnaz took the throne back, and from his reign and noble loins, the rulers of Amagia rose. This should have been our glorious beginning, but I look upon our people and my heart is full of fury, for we are divided still. I ask you now, who will rise up and be as Parnaz or Arnaz? Who will lift our enemies to the west up by their throats, their legs thrashing beneath them for us to drop the yoke firmly upon their necks and drag them to the fields forever? They were strong once, true, and perhaps once they conquered us even, but we have made atonement for that. For when Dedafel the great builder showed the world his strength and forged this Amagian Agiocratan faith, our gateways to godhood were opened wide. It is for us to take what is ours from the trembling grasp of these dying empires. Let the pale-faced barbarians of the west come to our mountains. We will burn them, lay open their bodies to the gods above, that they may see our might, and invite us to their halls, that we may die gloriously and be remembered for our ferocity, for our might, and our bloodlust. And so I come to you now, brothers, with this ringing call. A horn for Vaktan, yes, true firstborn son of old King Revaz, closest to the gods of old. It is he who demands your swords, your fists, and your blood. He who asks, will you bend the knee to these Selvoki, these green magi from the west, or will you march behind the first true ruler of our people, the first true man we have known since the days of Parnaz? It is time to unite Amagia and bring an end to these would-be threats, that together we may face the coming whispers of the fog and cleave a legend worth remembering as one glorious people, that we may stand united forevermore, and a mountain such as never before seen may rise in our wake. Hey everybody, thank you again for watching. This is Soul. I'm going to do a really short outro for this one. If you like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, as it helps me and YouTube know you like this sort of content and would like to see more of it. If you enjoyed the Godherja mod, make sure you check them out on their Discord. Make sure you download the mod. Make sure you check out the Patreon. If you're interested in this kind of content, you could always become a channel member. You don't have to, but here are our members. Thank you guys so much for your support. And that's it for me. It was another one of these character-focused videos. This one was a little shorter because it's based more around like a legend, mythical figures, but I still had quite a bit of fun with this one, and I think it'll get people interested in the Abagaid region. So if you want me to do more stuff covering that, or maybe even I might have done a playthrough at this point. I might be considering doing a playthrough on him next after my Legion run, so we'll see. I might even play as this guy, but either way, thank you so much for watching. I'm Soul. This has been another Godherja story, and I will happily see you in the next one.